Sup, yo? I have nuggies. And a paladin that wants to rock. So let's rock.
A duck walked into an apothecary and he said, "Give me some chapstick."
I hope you strapped your belt on tight, young adventurer, because there is work to do here in Northshire, and I don't mean farming. The Stormwind Guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here, with so many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close. And so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home and their alliance. If you're here to answer the call, then speak with my superior, Marshal McBride. He's inside the abbey behind me. Hey, citizen, you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help. Ah, good. Another volunteer? We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage, adventurer. Gird yourself for a long campaign. Your first task is one of cleansing, adventurer. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find. Reduce their numbers so that we may one day drive them from Northshire. Egan Peltskinner is looking for someone to hunt wolves for him. That's good news because we're seeing a lot more wolves in Northshire Valley lately. If you're interested, then speak with Egan. He's around the side of the abbey to the left. That's true. I'm looking for someone to hunt me some wolves. Are you that person? I hate those nasty timber wolves, but I sure like eating wolf steaks. Bring me tough wolf meat and I will exchange it for something you'll find useful. Tough wolf meat is gathered from hunting the timber wolves and young wolves wandering the Northshire countryside. What? You've been busy. I can't wait to cook up that wolf meat. I have some things here you might want. Take your pick.
Hello. Safe travels. Hey there. See you around.
Recently, a new group of thieves has been hanging around Northshire. They call themselves the Defias Brotherhood and have been seen across the river to the east. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure it's not good. Bring me the bandanas they wear and I'll reward you with a weapon. Well done, citizen. Those kobolds are thieves and cowards, but in large numbers they pose a threat to us. And the humans of Stormwind do not need another threat. For defeating them, you have my gratitude. I was asked to bring this to your attention as soon as you return from the kobold camps, adventurer. It appears to be a letter sealed with the insignia of Brother Samuel, our local paladin trainer. I wouldn't hesitate to read it before you go about any other business here in the Abbey. Adventurer, my scouts tell me that the kobold infestation is larger than we had thought. A group of kobold workers has camped near the Echo Ridge mine to the north. Go to the mine and remove them. We know there are at least 10. Kill them, see if there are more, then report back to me.
Hey, citizen, you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help.
Hello.
Back with some bandanas, I see. The Stormwind Army appreciates your help.
Have a good one.
You've shown yourself a dependable adventurer. Dependable, and not afraid to get your hands dirty, eh? I have a friend, Millie Osworth, who's in some trouble. She's over with her wagon on the other side of the abbey near the stable. I'm sure she could use a pair of hands like yours. Garrick Padfoot, a cutthroat who's plagued our farmers and merchants for weeks, was seen at a shack near the vineyards, which lies east of the abbey and across the bridge. Bring me the villain's head and earn his bounty. But be wary, adventurer. Garrick has gathered a gang of thugs around him. He will not be an easy man to reach. I don't like hearing of all these kobolds in our mine. No good can come of this. Here, take this as payment, and when you're ready, speak to me again. I would like you to go back to the mines one more time. Your previous investigations are proof that the Echo Ridge mine needs purging. Return to the mine and help clear it of kobolds. Waste no time, adventurer. The longer the kobolds are left unmolested in the mine, the deeper a foothold they gain in Northshire. In the meantime, you should know one or two other things. You are a symbol to many here in this land. Act accordingly. The holy light shines within you, and it will be obvious to both your allies and your enemies. Also, as you gain in wisdom and power, you will need to train to learn new abilities. That's where I come in. When you feel you've gained some experience here in Northshire, come back to me, and I will teach you what I feel you are ready to learn. Good luck, adventurer.
Oh, Deputy Willem told you to speak with me? He's a brave man and always willing to help, but his duties keep him stuck at Northshire Abbey, and I'm afraid the problem I have today is beyond him. Perhaps you can help me? A gang of brigands, the Defias, moved into the Northshire vineyards while I was harvesting. I reported it to the Northshire Guards, and they assured me they'd take care of things. But I'm afraid for my crop of grapes. If the Defias don't steal them, then I fear our guards will trample them when they chase away the thugs. Please, you must help me. I gathered most of my grapes into buckets, but I left them in the vineyards to the southeast. Bring me those crates. Save my harvest.
Hey, citizen, you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help. May the light protect you this day.
Hello? Oh, thank you, adventurer. You saved my harvest. And I hope you showed a few of those defias that they can't cause trouble around here. We might be short on guards these days, but we're lucky to have heroes like you to protect us. Now that my crop is saved, take this great manifest to Brother Niels. He manages the store of food and drink in Northshire, and I'm sure he'll be delighted to hear that he has fresh grapes. You'll find Brother Niels in the Abbey, in the bell tower, where he likes to taste his wine.
Ha! You caught him! You've done Elwyn a great service and earned a nice bounty. Well, once again, you have earned my respect and the gratitude of the Stormwind Army. There may yet be kobolds in the mine, but I will marshal others against them. We have further tasks for you. Adventurer, you are an adventurer with proven interest in the security of Northshire. You are now tasked with the protection of the surrounding Elwyn Forest. If you accept this duty, then I have prepared papers that must be delivered to Marshal Dugan in Goldshire. Goldshire lies along the southern road, past the border gates.
Hey, citizen, you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help.
Good day.
Let's see here. Oh my, Millie's grapes have been saved. When she told me that brigands overran her vineyards, I nearly despaired. But my faith in the light did not waver. And through your bravery, we now have grapes for more wine. May the light bless you, adventurer, and keep you safe. Every adventurer should rest when exhaustion sets in, and there is no finer place to get rest and relaxation than at the Lion's Pride Inn. My best friend, Innkeeper Farley, runs the Lion's Pride. If you tell him I sent you, he may give you the special discounted rates on food and drink. To find the Lion's Pride Inn, travel south along the road from here. You can't miss it.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can...
Good day to you.
Rest and relaxation for the tired and cold. That's our motto. Please, take a seat by the fire and rest your weary bones. Would you like to try a sampling of some of our fine food and drink?
King's honor, friend.
Well, it says here that you've been awarded acting deputy status with the Stormwind Marshals. Congratulations. And good luck. Keeping Elwyn safe is no picnic. What with most the army busy doing who knows what, for who knows which noble.
It's hard to keep track of politics in these days.
The mine in Northshire isn't the only one with problems. I have reports that the Fargo Deep mine in Elwyn has also become a haven for kobolds. Explore the mine and confirm these reports, then return to me. The mine is almost due south of Goldshire, between the Stonefield and McClure homesteads.
Hey, mister, you look like an adventurer with discerning tastes in wine. I have a favor to ask, and I think I can make you an offer you can't refuse. Forget about it. If you talk to anyone about wine, then you know we Galenas sell the best wine in Stormwind. And we're not far, still in the trade district along the city's lovely canals. Here, take this pamphlet. Bring it to my sister, Suzetta, at our shop for a complimentary bottle of our famous Pinot Noir. You won't regret it. We've been doing a lot of business lately. It seems like everyone is buying armor and sturdy clothes, almost like they expect a cold, harsh season ahead. But those are future worries. My worry today is that I'm running out of knitted clothing to sell. I need another load from our supplier. If you can take this request to Rima Schneider at the Canal Tailor and Fit Shop, I'd be most grateful.
It says here that Harlan's business is booming. That's good news. but I wonder why people have need of all that armor. I've heard nothing of open war. Is there something the nobles aren't telling us? Well, thank you for bringing the request. Here's your payment, and I'll see to it that Harlan gets his supplies. My son Thurman is an apprentice at the Larson Clothiers, in the Mage's Quarter. He was in a hurry today and forgot his shears and needles. I know a great adventurer like you must have important tasks at hand, but without his tools, Thurman can't do his apprentice work. Please, adventurer, can you take my son's sewing kit to him? Larson Clothiers is one of 2 clothing shops in the Mage's Quarter. It's the one deeper in, near the Mage's Tower. Ah, so you've seen Renato? Well, here you are, sir. A bottle of our special Pinot Noir. You'll not find its equal in all of Azeroth.
Are you here to buy clothes? Oh, blast! I thought forgetting my kit would free me from work. Now I guess I'll have to help the Larsons with their sewing. Oh, well, fun will come later, I guess.
Yeah? You interrupted me, so you better have a blasted good reason to do so.
Don't let the humans in the bazaar fool you, lad, with the subway those gnomes built. It's easier than you might think to transport goods from Ironforge. If they try to tack on import fees, just tell them you're gonna buy your gear from me.
How does a Tauren hide in a cherry tree? He paints his hooves red.
The Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds, but can those airy-peaked griffins stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not.
What's on your mind? Off with you.
Can I help? Lots to do. Haven't been this busy since my cousin accidentally vaporized all the cloth and leather in Gnome Regan. My, it was drafty for a while. Oh, adventurer, those were the days.
I'm TNT.
I'm Dynamite!
You look like a hardy adventurer. If you're planning on braving the pass, do you suppose you could bring a package to the inn in Caranos? You were planning on stopping at the inn, right? If you make it through the pass, you'll definitely want to take a breather there. Anyways, bring this to Tannock Frosthammer, the innkeeper's assistant. I can't get through the pass myself, and it'll be days until a mountaineer escort comes through.
What can I get for you today? Keep your feet on the ground.
Ah! Well, aren't you a sturdy-looking one? Perhaps you can assist me with a thing or two. Not much help around here except for green apprentices, and they've other things to worry about. What do we have here? You look as though you might need something to keep your hands warm, HM. I'll tell you what would help. A pair of nice warm gloves. And being the kind soul that I am, I'd be more than happy to provide you with a suitable pair. I've one condition, however. I need you to go get me some wolf meat. Nice arrangement, HM. You bring me some wolf meat, and I'll make sure you don't lose any digits to frostbite. Well, what do you say?
Hi.
Wonderful. The wolf meat should do nicely. Oh, don't worry, adventurer. I wouldn't forget my part of the bargain. Here, one of these should fit you. I don't suppose you'd be willing to do a favor for me, lad. A stack of letters came through the pass today, but I don't have the time to send them along. They're all addressed to Talon Kenai. You can find him to the west down the road. He's set up camp next to the frozen lake. What do you say? Do you? I hope you're here to lend us a hand, adventurer. After the last Trog attack, we could use all the help we can get. I hear the buggers have been popping up all across the lands, and it seems Coldridge Valley is no exception. They've been spotted all over the hills to the southeast and near the frozen lake. And that's not all. Just a few nights ago, they attacked and overran our camp to the west. We're a bit short-handed here, lad, and we need strong arms to help drive the Trogs back.
We drove the Trogs out of Gnome Regan, but then it all went so horribly wrong. Now our home is completely irradiated, and we gnomes have been scattered all over Dunmorrow. In my haste to get away from the radiation, I lost all my personal belongings and tools. It was the trolls that got them. They stole my chest, my box, and my bucket of bolts. They took them back to their camp southwest of Anvilmar. I'm no adventurer. Could you find my things and bring them here to me, please?
The light be with ya, adventurer. How can I help ya?
If the problems we've had here are indicative of what is happening elsewhere in our lands, by Magni's beard, we have some troubles ahead of us. I can only hope that the King and Senate are taking steps to deal with the threat the Trogs pose.
You got my attention.
Thank you. I've been waiting for these letters for quite some time. Unfortunately, these letters aren't all for me. This one is addressed to Grelin Whitebeard. He's not too far away if you'd like to deliver it to him. If I remember correctly, Grelin's camp is down the road to the southeast. No doubt he'll be eager to get his mail. Nothing like a day of boar hunting, eh? Though here in Coldridge Valley, there are so many boars it almost takes the fun out of it. No need to get them charging. They're all angry and ready without any help. In fact, recently there have been so many boars in the area, it's become dangerous for me to do my daily hunting. Long story short, if you could help me kill some of the boars, I would appreciate it. Excellent, I can go back to my leisurely hunting now. Thank you, adventurer.
Great and
Ah, excellent. It's been a while since I received word from Ironforge. My brother, Sanir, and I were sent to different parts of Dunmarok to investigate the threat posed by the trolls. The Senate has its hands full with the Trogs, so they've no need for further annoyances. From what I've seen, the trolls aren't well situated here in Coldridge Valley, mostly the southern cave. I'd say that the army will not be necessary. A few strong arms should be more than enough. Perhaps you'd like to assist in this endeavor? I have the authority to offer compensation for your help.
Gah!
I was supposed to get this delicious scalding morn brew to Durnan Furcutter inside Anvilmar a while ago now, but I had to deliver one to Grelin here first. I'll never make it to Anvilmar before the brew runs cold. You look fast. Maybe you can make it. This cup will only stay hot for 5 more minutes, and Durnan didn't order chili morn brew, so get going. Anvilmar is to the northeast, a settlement dug into the mountain. Thanks, adventurer, and don't forget to bring me back my mug. Ah, good. Now this will hit the spot. Allow me to take a small break while I enjoy this scalding morn brew. Now that hit the spot. Nothing like a piping hot, nay, scalding morn brew on a cold winter's day to warm your cackles of your soul. Here you go, adventurer. Be a pal and take this empty mug back to Nori for me, would you now?
I sell the finest cloth and leather garb this side of the valley. The light be with ya, adventurer. How can I help ya?
Excellent, adventurer! You'd be surprised how many couriers I meet who forget to do something as simple as bring back the mug. Mugs don't grow on trees, or so they tell me. Here's a little something for the effort. Thanks again for your help. Those light-blasted trolls! A group of them came in the night and stole my journal! I knew better than to trust that good-for-nothing APR. My journal! They took it away to the cave. The one that had it? It was a big brute with some odd markings on his skin and face. I didn't get a much better look than that. You've had some luck with the trolls. Maybe you could go get it back for me. What wonderful adventurer! Many thanks for retrieving my notebook. Well, it would seem that the troll situation here in Coldridge Valley is under control and not much cause for worry. After I put the finishing touches on my report, I'll need someone to courier it to my brother, Sinir. I was planning on sending my apprentice to my brother Sinir with my report, but I would feel much better were it placed in more reliable hands. That is, of course, if you wouldn't mind. You'll have to take the tunnel to get to Karanos. Speak with Mountaineer Thalos before going through the tunnel. It's completely infested with trogs now. Follow the road back to Anvil Mar, then keep heading east to the tunnel. Thalos is stationed nearby.
Hi! Huzzah! You found them! You're an absolute savior, my friend. Here, it's not much, but it's something for the trouble I've put you through. Thank you!
Safe travels.
Okay. It's a good time to spin. Yeah. Alright. There you go. And full. Shuffle and spin. Ah, the male undead. This would be my priest on the horde, if I'm not mistaken. Oop. Walking up a wall. Okay. What I get for auto walking. Anyway, picking up with that guy.
What?
Well, if Whitebeard is sending you to Dunmarroch on important business, I can't very well stop you, can I? At least let me provide you with some advice and directions. The trogs in the tunnel are extremely hostile and haven't shown any hesitation in attacking travellers through the tunnel. You seem tough enough, though, so you should probably be safe. Directions? If you're going to speak with Sinir, you'll find him in Karanos. Make your way through the tunnel, and after you come out on the other side, just keep following the road. It'll run right into Karanos. Hegnar Rumbleshot at your service!
See you soon.
What's this? Ah, my brother's report. I told him to be sparing with the use of the king's name, but he didn't listen. No harm, I suppose, though it's sure to ruffle some feathers in the Senate. Not that those weren't some feathers that needed ruffling. Ah! Nonetheless, I guess that means that I should send my report on to Ironforge as well, but I must admit I'm a bit behind. Bloody cold. I should have some work for you later if you're interested. Nothing my tavern patrons enjoy more than some beer-basted boar ribs. Only problem is, the local trapper who used to bring me supplies enlisted in the King's army to help with the war on the Alliance front. Maybe you can help me out. If you bring me 6 crag boar ribs and a Rhapsody malt from the tavern here, I'll give you the family recipe for my famous beer-basted boar ribs, not to mention a free sample, the secret's in the malt. Ah, at last, the supplies from hands. I was beginning to worry. We've had scarce word from Anvilmar ever since the Trogs overran the pass. Thanks for bringing this to me, adventurer, and please, make yourself comfortable. You must be tired after your journey.
Fill your
The malt is brewed, the boars are dead, and before all is done and anything's said, we will have to fight for first dibs on these savoury beer-basted boar ribs. Beldin Steelgrill owns the local mechanic shop and he's the best siege engine tech there is. But he's not forgiving to his tools. I swear he almost breaks more arclight spanners than we can supply him with. We just filled his last order for tools. If you deliver it to him, I'm sure he'll make it worth the effort. His shop, Steelgrill's depot, is just northeast of Karanos. And it's a local haunt for veteran siege engine pilots, so keep your ears open for opportunities while you're there.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories
I'm preparing to start a mission for the Siege Brigade. It's a long one, and I need to stock Jetsteam with a month's worth of supplies. So while Steelgrill is working on my tank, can you do some hunting for me? I'll need some fur for bedding, and boar meat for food. You can get meat from boars and fur from the bears. You can find them both in the snowfields south of the Grizzled Den.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty. I can train you in first aid techniques. I can teach you how to cook.
Here. You have my tools. Well done, lad, well done. I just broke my last fang ratchet an hour ago, and I need one of those to finish repairs on Pilot Stonegear's siege engine. You did a good thing by lugging those tools here, adventurer. Here, take these coins for your help.
Welcome to Steelgrill's depot.
Safe travels.
What? By Magni's beard, you sure did a lot of hunting. Thank you, adventurer. Rejold Barley Brew experiments with his brews. Some of them taste good, some bad, and some, well, some will lay all but the stoutest dwarf flat. He lives at Brunol village, west of Karanos, and one of his drinks, Evershine, is what I want. It'll help keep me warm while I'm on the cold road, and the blessed stuff burns so hot I can throw it in Jetsteam's furnace for a burst of power. That little tactic has gotten me out of more than one tight spot.
Alright, that should do it for the paladin for a bit. Until he's rolled up again. In which case we cross to Menethil Harbor. I'm gonna have to pack some potions. among other things. Anyway, after a stretch break, I'm gonna do the first session with that Horde Priest. Because that's how it goes. Anyway, I'll just do some class training, a little smelting, all that business. How about we just send them? You can send that to... Hell, send this. And this. And, sure. No one will get this. And that'll be fine. And I guess Nop can get the boar meat. It depends. Here at 5 silver, even though you don't really need it. I don't know. Shit. Hold on. I forgot that I needed to do training. So have Nos and the money deck. Blurp, blurp. Alright, what? Whoa. Oh.
What may the light protect you this day?
Alright.
Be good.
Carry, purify, whatever. Got purify over there. And interrupt, so there you go. Alright, cool. That's something or other. Is it a talent? Maybe a talent. Whatever, we'll figure it out next time on this character. Alright, off to that priest. There he is. Alright. So, 271, D4, is my parade. Hold on. Okay, enjoy this ugly bastard's ugly ass face while I stretch break and other things. BRB.
Anyone have any odorant? Either wet dog, fresh garbage, or low tide would do. Roses are gray, violets are gray. I'm dead and colorblind. I'm dead, and I'm pissed.
I let's cruise.
Roses are gray, violets are gray. I'm dead and colorblind.
About time you woke up. We were ready to toss you into the fire with the others, but it looks like you made it. I am Mordo, the caretaker of the Crypt of Deathnell, and you are the Lich King's slave no more. Speak with Shadow Priest Sarvis in the chapel at the base of the hill. He will tell you more of what you must know.
No other race on Azeroth has suffered as much as our people, adventurer. To laugh in the face of death has become second nature for all of us.
Another of the Walking Dead HM? Must have been quite a shock, waking up in the crypt with only the cold and Mordo to greet you. I see the confusion on your face. Let me try to explain our situation to you. We have been freed from the control of the Lich King by our new leader, Lady Sylvanas. The Dark Lady guides us in our war against the hated Scourge and the holdouts of humanity who dog our every step.
We Forsaken are at war with the Lich King's army of the Scourge, necromantically raised armies of the undead, foul beasts of the north, and tormented specters. The northern part of the village has become overrun with the mindless ones, and they must be destroyed. Destroy them. Show them no mercy, our former brothers and sisters as they might be. The fallen are nothing but the Lich King's slaves.
What now? Remember, patience, discipline.
My duties include tending to our wounded warriors, tailoring armor and clothes, and assisting Shadow Priest Sarvis with whatever else he might need. From the look of it, you'll be enlisted in his service also, hunting the mindless ones, if I know his mind. Well, if you'd like to stay in one piece, and I've no doubt you do, perhaps I can help. I'm running out of paws and wings, and if you bring me some, I'll find some armor for you. You'll find a good number of wolves and bats to the south.
It is unfortunate that the Scourge cannot be brought into the fold. Their large numbers would be useful in the battles ahead. But they will not join us, so we have no choice but to destroy them. While you were off dealing with the mindless Scourge, this scroll arrived for you. I would think it's some matter of importance, as it seems it bears the seal of the priest trainer Dueston. I would take some time to read it before heading out again.
You've shown your potential to the Forsaken under normal circumstances, adventurer. Now let's see you under pressure. The Rattlecage skeletons, more mindless minions of the Lich King, are a tougher foe than the zombies you have faced thus far. Again, thin their numbers and prove yourself to the Forsaken. Do not tarry. When you are done, speak to me again.
There is only one thing you must know. We have survived through will alone. It is faith in ourselves that separates us from others, and with our powers we will cause great change in all of Azeroth. The weak will come to lean on you, the lepers will call you Lord, and the ignorant will look to you for guidance. It is my duty to make sure you have the necessary tools so when the time comes, you are prepared. As you grow in experience, seek me out. I will teach you greater powers if you are ready.
No other race on Azeroth has suffered as much as our people. To laugh in the face of death has become second nature for all of us.
Thank you, adventurer. This armor should help you out. Hopefully, it should do you more good than the last one to wear it. My friend, Marla Phipps, lived with her husband Samuel before the plague, but when the plague came, Samuel succumbed and joined the Scourge's ranks. Marla was spared and on death only to die at the hands of her now mindless husband. So strong was her love, however, that her last dying wish was to be buried with her beloved Samuel. Samuel Phipps roams at a ruined camp along the road northeast of Deathnell. Defeat him and grant Marla's wish. Bury him at her grave in the first row of our graveyard.
You there? If you're looking for something to make yourself useful, then listen up. We need fresh out-of-the-ground recruits to head into Deathnell and search for any sort of useful equipment. Most likely, they'll be in stacks of boxes. We expect more recruits to be rising soon, and unless we want them to stumble about naked, we had better get to scavenging. Well, get to work, you miserable bag of bones. I'm not going to reward those without some hustle. One of our greatest struggles is obtaining the natural resources we need to survive. Gold was scarce even in the height of the Alliance's power. There is a gold mine to the northwest that has been overrun with spiders. We need gold from the mine, but we can't very well get it while the spiders are crawling around in there. I've not much manpower to commit to the task, so we'll just have to do it little by little. Get up there and see what you can do for us, adventurer.
What great work, adventurer. I knew you weren't useless. Here, have one of the better items I've found out of the lots that have been collected so far.
Well, it's a start. It'll take a few weeks or months to fully clean out the infestation. After that, we'll have to get down there with some torches to burn away the webbing. You've done your duty well, adventurer. I'm sure I can find something else for you to do. You'll be happy to know we appear to be making progress in the mine, thanks in no small part to your efforts. We can now turn our eyes to other concerns. My scouts have reported that a detachment of the Scarlet Crusade is setting up a camp southeast of here. The Scarlet Crusade is a despicable organization that hunts us, and they will not rest until every undead, Lich King's scourge or no, is destroyed. We must strike first. Be careful. Their unholy zeal makes them dangerous adversaries.
You have done a good deed today, adventurer. Although our struggle against the Scourge continues, let us hope that Marla and Samuel will find peace together in their final resting place.
I am finished with you, adventurer. You have shown yourself to be worthy of the freedom that you have been given. Many will stand against you for what you have become, but know that no matter what they may try to do against us, we are free and will not be shackled again. Take these and be on your way. You have much to accomplish, adventurer. There are many lessons that the Forsaken have learned through experience, things that some races can only begin to fathom. And although our path lies in darkness, you will find that a great many things rely on both the light and the dark. Your lessons shall teach you to use both, and with discretion. But heed my words, never forget we were forged in corruption and left to rot like so much carrion. The darkness is our home. Seek out Dark Cleric Beryl in Brill when you're ready to learn more.
No other race on Azeroth has suffered as much as our people. To laugh in the face of death has become second nature for all of us.
If only they listened to reason, eh, adventurer? Perhaps we could sit them down for reasonable discourse. Ha ha! Light-blinded fools. Reports from my superiors in Brill indicate that an agent of the Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery and sent here to Deathnell. According to the reports, the messenger possesses important information on his person. I do not have further details, but whatever it is, we must have it. You're the most qualified person I have to send, adventurer. Find that messenger and bring me whatever information you can find.
Those fools. They happily send themselves to their own graves.
Let's see what you've got. Some news of their exploits against us. Worthless. Scouting reports, new orders. Continue to build up a camp near the ruined city. Nothing we didn't know already. Ah, what's this? A map of the dispositions of some of their field commanders and agents. We can use this.
These will need to be taken to my superior, Executor Zygand, in Brill. With this information, we'll be able to deal a decisive blow to the Scarlet Crusade. Your services have been useful here in Deathnell, but I need someone to deliver this to Zygand, and I believe he'll be able to find you more appropriate work. Take the road north out of Deathnell. Soon after entering Tirisfal proper, you'll hit a crossroads. Take the eastern fork and keep going east. You'll pass Cold Hearth Manor along the way. Hey, mate. Do a favor for a young man who's been fighting more than his fair share of mindless zombies and spiders. I got this here letter that needs to go to Brill, to an innkeeper named Renee something or other. Don't really matter none what her last name is. Anyway, it's a nice, cozy little place full of victims of the plague, trying to make their way in the world. And it'd be a great spot for you to rest too if the need arises. You should check it out. You do, and I'll pay you well. What have we here? You look like a fledgling adventurer. If you hope to prove yourself to the Dark Lady, you need to learn the ways of the Forsaken. To the west, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse. And worse yet, the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from their tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Once you have 10, take them to Apothecary Johann in Brill.
Master want weeds. You Escott's big hands and not good at picking. You help us and we not hurt you. Us need gloomweed. Many weeds around here and near road. When you have gloomweed, you take to Master Holland in Brill Graveyard.
What do you require? Watch your back.
But what's this? Gloomweed? I've no need for gloomweed. That mindless mass of flesh is out there picking daisies and convincing the lady knows how many dupes like you into doing the same. No offense. Very well, you're here now, and that's all that matters. Since I'm not going to bother to try to explain things to that abomination, how about you collect what I really need? Doomweed. So you can see the predicament that I am in, adventurer. That thing is out there collecting the wrong weeds. I'll make it worth your while to gather what I need. Bring back to me enough doomweed and I'll give you a suitable reward. It is my understanding that they like to plague the flora near the mass gravesite, to the north of the Brill graveyard. Hurry and be mindful of the gnolls in the area. What would... Yes, this is very good. You've done well in obtaining this information, adventurer. Names of the officers in the Tirisfal Glades. Imagine the blow we could deal to the morale of those bloody zealots if we were to kill their leaders in one swift strike. The documents Executor Aaron provided are just the break we needed in our battle with the wretched Scarlet Crusade. We now know their exact locations throughout Tirisfal Glades. But the Death Guard has larger concerns. The Lich King's army grows in number each night. We need someone with initiative like yourself to drive the Scarlet Crusade to the grave. Prove to me you are capable of serving the Dark Lady by traveling west to the tower past the Solidon farmstead and slay 10 Scarlet warriors.
Oh? A letter? Wonderful news! I've been waiting on word from my dear old mother in Deathnell. Such a saint she is. I wonder how she's holding up. What? Too cheery? Not buying it, are you? Well, get lost then. It's really no business who the letter's from anyway. Go on, get lost. Come back when you've got some coin to spend. Loafer. Next thing you know, you'll be coming back to rest after a long day's adventure or some stupid thing like that.
Finally, you've arrived. Your faith alone will not allow you to pass the trials before you, young one. A sense of urgency and some ambition will help too. Our power comes from darkness and shadow, adventurer, but that is not your only role. You have acknowledged that there is merit in knowing the healing arts. This is wise, but before you can know the dark, you must also know the light, and for this I have a test for you. North of the cemetery is a wounded Death Guard Kell. He has protected us from gnolls for some time and needs healing, but you must also fortify his body before he can return to duty. Do both with your spells, and then return to me.
Rest your weary bones for a spell. I can train you in first aid techniques.
I am forsaken. Trust no one.
Yeah.
Speak quickly.
What do you require?
What can this insignificant servant do for you, adventurer? Training, perhaps?
You have passed my test with ease. Good. Soon, you will be ready to take on more responsibility, and that road will lead to darker powers. Powers that no adventurer of another race has. Take this robe as a symbol of your station. You have earned it. If you do not wish to wear it, then so be it. You may do with it as you will. I and others like us will always acknowledge you for what you've achieved in our ranks.
My brother said we could make great money with this trade route, but he didn't tell me I would be the one living on this side. If you come back this way on the Zeppelin, could you bring me something to eat? They sell some of the finest meat in Orgrimmar, and I sure could use something that didn't die weeks before it stopped moving.
I can't stand the smell of orcs. Hey, diddle diddle, the mucus and the spittle, the corpse sank in the lagoon. The Murloc said, to see such a sight, and the dwarf spanked the baboon.
You haven't lived until you've looked down on the world from the back of a Wind Rider.
You haven't lived until you've looked down on the world from the back of a Wind Rider.
Alright, I'm just gonna push through Valley of Trials. And then probably stop for the night. Yep.
Excuse me, can you help me? I have a load of food here. I walked along the road and braved scorpids and spiders and worse. I brought the food to the Valley of Trials because I thought they needed it and I like to help out. But they don't need any food. Now I have to take it back to Razor Hill, and I'm afraid of all the beasts along the way. Can you take it for me? I'm just a peon, but you're a hero. You fear nothing. Take it to Innkeeper Grosk at the Razor Hill Inn. Thank you. Cursed peons. They work hard gathering lumber from the trees of the valley, but they're always taking naps. I need someone to help keep the peons in line. You look like the right person for my task. Here, you take this blackjack and use it on any lazy peons you find sleeping on the job. A good smack will get them right back to work. Return the blackjack when you're done. Lousy, slacking peons. Finally, you are of age, adventurer. Of age to battle in the name of the Horde, to conquer for the glory of the War Chief. Yes, you will do nicely. No doubt you wish to find a great dragon or demon and strangle it with your bare hands. But perhaps it would be wise to start on something less dangerous. Report to Gornek. He should be able to assign a task better suited to a young adventurer. You will find Gornek in the den to the west.
I trust the Valley of Trials will teach you much, young adventurer. I was sent to the valley to guide you, but I have discovered a growing taint here. A group that calls itself the Burning Blade has a coven here in the Valley of Trials. They are skulking in a cave to the northeast, and their vile familiars have spilled from its mouth to cause havoc. As your first task against the Burning Blade, I bid you defeat these familiars, slay many, and if you survive, return to me.
Another one of Kaltunk's recruits, A sorry state of affairs we find ourselves in if this is the best the Horde can produce. No matter. By the time we think you're ready to leave the valley, you'll be a proud adventurer of the Horde. The first order of business will be to put a little strength in your backbone. I could send you out to the Barrens to hunt Kodo, but well, in all honesty, you're more useful to us alive than dead. I believe you would find a good match with the mottled boars you'll find to the north of here.
Adventurer. I thought I would die out here with none to know of it. While I was hunting the scorpids of the valley, I came across a particularly vicious-looking one. Hurling myself at it, I managed to inflict a massive blow to its claw before it closed around my leg. I wasn't ready for its stinger, though, and it sliced down and into my chest, cutting into my flesh and letting my blood. Please, you must kill the scorpid for me. My honor must be upheld. I fought it up on the plateau to the south.
The Valley of Trials will temper even the weakest into a warrior worthy to join the Horde. Those who cannot rise to its test will be left to bake in the scorching desert sun.
My blow was not enough to kill him, but looking at the damage I inflicted gives me some small measure of pride. That small measure will be all I have to sustain myself if I die, and in that light, the short list of my life's accomplishments fills me with anger. Seeing the deed you have done for me steals my heart. I cannot fall so easily. I must endure. But it remains that I cannot make the trek back to the den unassisted. Please, adventurer, return to the den and tell Gornek of my situation. Perhaps he can help me.
Something you're doing? Work. I can do that.
not that kind of orc. Okie dokie.
Zug zug. Farewell.
The Valley of Trials will temper even the weakest into a warrior worthy to join the Horde. Those who cannot rise to its tests will be left to bake in the scorching desert sun. Not bad, adventurer. But don't let it get to your head. You'll fight tougher than boars in your career. Nonetheless, you've proven yourself well, and your next trial will be against a considerably more dangerous opponent, so you'll need some extra protection.
Powerful warrior and awkward novice alike have fallen to the venomous sting of the scorpid. You will find large numbers of scorpids northwest of here. Bring me 8 of their tails as proof of your prowess in battle. The antidote for their sting is actually made from venom extracted from their stingers. We keep large quantities of antidote for scorpid venom on hand to heal young bloods just like you. But I'm sure you won't be needing any of that, will you?
From your description of the beast, I believe you must be speaking of Sarkoth. It is no wonder that Hanazuwa was overtaken by it. Aid will be dispatched to him immediately. Trouble yourself no more with Hanazuwa's plight. However, I must say, I am most impressed to hear that you brought Sarkoth to death. It is a feat to be proud of, adventurer. And that you would fight for a stranger's honor while other tasks occupied your time, your own honor is heightened.
It sure gets hot out here in the Valley of Trials. If only I had some cactus apples, I could make my famous cactus apple surprise. Nothing cools you off faster than a piece of that delicious treat. I'll tell you what, adventurer. If you bring me 10 cactus apples, I'll make you a few portions of cactus apple surprise to take with you on your adventures. If you're interested, you can find cactus apples growing near the cactus plants around here.
Good, good. Maybe they'll think twice before slacking next time. Thanks for the help. Adventurer, you are a dependable person. Can I count on you for another task? Some time ago, I was surveying the cave to the north for minerals, and I left my favorite pick behind. When I later returned to retrieve it, I found the cave was filled with vicious beasts. Will you go into the cave, the Burning Blade Coven, and get my pick? I left it in a chamber with waterfalls. My pick has a spell on it so you can see it in the dark, so you won't have to worry about finding it. Just what's guarding it.
Wonderful, adventurer. As promised, here is your cactus apple surprise, plus a little something extra.
You have done well, adventurer. Although the vile familiars were merely pets of the darker powers within the Burning Blade, your success against them foretells greater deeds ahead. Through my divinations, I see that an item of power hides deep within the Burning Blade Coven, guarded by beasts and black magic. It is called the Burning Blade Medallion, and your next task is to find it and remove it from the Coven. But be wary, for the medallion may be possessed by an agent of the Burning Blade. And if so, then the agent's power would be greater than the familiars you have already encountered. Go, adventurer. You will find the Coven in a cave to the north and west.
There is an important lesson that you must take away from fighting Scorpids. The smallest or largest of opponents can still send you to your doom. In fierce combat, any number of things can prove your downfall. I have no more to teach you, adventurer. You have done well, and I will watch your progress with interest.
Great, you got it. Thanks a lot, adventurer. This is my favorite pick. Now, if my peons ever finish chopping down these trees, maybe we can find a nice cave to mine.
The Valley of Trials will temper even the weakest into a warrior worthy to join the Horde. Those who cannot rise to its test will be left to bake in the scorching desert sun.
You retrieved it. Well done. Your efforts within the Burning Blade Coven are key in rooting out this cult in the Valley of Trials. But I fear they have further aims in our land. We have not seen the end of them. Your trials against the Burning Blade are finished, here in the valley. But I want you to report your findings. Go to the troll village of Senjin and seek out Master Gadrin. Senjin village is east out of the valley, then right at the fork. Tell Gadrin of the Burning Blade, and that they have reached the Valley of Trials. Discover from him if they have yet reached Senjin. Go, adventurer, and be swift. I fear the evil found in the Burning Blade Coven is but the herald of a larger threat.
If we are to make these new lands ours, then we must have places to rest our battle-weary bodies. Lay your axe by the fire and share the stories of your mighty battles.
Ah, this is the food Ukor brought to the Valley of Trials. Did they not need it? Well, I guess they like to starve you heroes in training. Build spirit, they say. Thank you for returning the food. I'll stick it back on the shelves. But here, let me offer you some refreshment first. And don't forget to rest here in the inn. You may be a brave adventurer ready to take on the world, but if your energy is sapped, you won't be doing yourself or the Horde much good.
What can I help you with? Strength.
Alright. Oh.
Anyone have any odorant? Either wet dog, fresh garbage, or low tide would do.
Let's do this. For next time. And it's my Alliance Hunter. Cool. Should be able to. Cruise on out to Telversil, if she's not already there. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out pretty much right now. Time to swap over. Oh my god. Alright. So, the hunter. Oh yeah, she's at Telversil. Cool. I'm just gonna check on the UI, make sure that everything's prepared. And, stop stream. Here. Then we'll be able to probably get her up to level 10. After that. I could also stand to give her some bags. Maybe. Maybe. Blah. Blah. So here. Earthflare. Especially over there. Probably put this over here. We like doing that. We like knowing what treasure is nearby, don't we? Don't we? Anyway, that should about do it.
I don't like to be underground. It reminds me of death.
Don't worry about that. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you're into that kind of thing. As always, more to come later. Probably tomorrow after some Kingsfield. There's more Kingsfield. Don't worry. Alright, more to come. Bye-bye.
My uncle has brass balls. No, really.